What's popping, Fox? So I want us to trade that is even odd markets. Yeah. So we'll actually be using that as an auto robot. We'll actually be trading, to be specific, that it's an odd market, and we'll be using that is the Airite Racer. The Airite Racer, it's an auto even odd robot that is actually trading the odd market, and the robot is auto analysis, and this is how this robot is actually analyzing the market. So the robot will actually be checking for if the odd market is more than 50%. The second condition, it will actually be using what you call the market pattern. So the moment we get into we dive into action, I will actually give the details on how the robot analyzes the market, and also how you can also be able to set up this robot to use your own entry points automatically. Let's get on the trading bench tuone mambo itakuwa vipi. On a weekend, I want to show you that is the power of automation. So even odd trading made easy. Okay, so we'll actually be using an auto robot. Everything is fully automated. You really don't have to do any market analysis for all these robots that we have here. You don't have to do any market analysis. Probably this one, yeah. So we have this market, for example, that this robot from the Airite Warrior, the Mighty Warrior, already explained the details on how to use these two robots, yeah, and how the robots analyzes the market by the use of the virtual hook. Right now I want us to focus, for example, on this even odd robot, this odd the Airite odd racer. So this robot, if you check here, the details are given that has a speed of every tick, trades odd, uses market pattern and percentage tool for analysis. No analysis needed, i.e. the robot is auto analysis. So all these robots have what you call the details. You can actually read and see which market it trades, then you can proceed to backtesting. So I want us to trade with this robot. So I'll do a stake of like 40 USD. Yeah, so you don't need to adjust anything apart from the stake, stop loss, target profit. So instead of using the stop loss, I'll use the stop after, and that is the consecutive losses. If I hit 4 consecutive losses, the robot should automatically stop. Yeah, then for the target profit, I will do 150 USD. So first of all, we'll execute the trades, then I'll explain in details how this robot does market analysis. So I just need to click run, and let's see how the market turns out. So the robot is auto analysis. First trade is a win, and the robot is actually analyzing the odd market. Yeah, I want you to see that is the amazing performance with this robot. Everything is automated. You really don't have to do any analysis. Risk management should always be top notch. Yeah, okay, so we are still doing good. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, so far so good, amazing. Just one more win and we hit our TP. Then I'll give you the details on how the robot does market analysis. That's a loss. So next trade is a recovery. Okay, so still doing the analysis. We are still doing that is market analysis. So the robot actually analyzes the market in two ways, by the use of percentage. The second way is it analyzes the market is what you call spotting the market pattern. So like the first condition, when we are trading even odd, that is even odd market, for example, in this case we are trading odd, so the robot is checking for that is the odd market must be 50% and above. That's the first condition that this robot is actually checking. The second condition is condition that this robot is checking is what you call the market pattern. Like after 2 consecutive odd digits, the robot should execute execute a trade on even, that is on odd, then run odd, it will execute, that is a contract. Amazing, good recoveries, and that's how we managed to hit our TP. Yeah, so that's how we simply did it. We took 14 trades, 7 wins and 7 losses. and that's how we are able to make, that is 22,000 Kenya shillings. So let me explain in details how this robot analyzes in the market. Also, you can also be able to adjust, do some adjustments when you are trading with this robot and set up your own entry points. Yeah. So for example, if I click here, choose strategy. So you really don't need to set up everything else. So this robot is not using the virtual hook. It's not using the volatility switcher. So we're only working with the strategy. So click here, choose the strategy. And if you check here, for example, in this case, you can actually see we have this, that is the entry point pattern. If I uncheck this, just check this on the entry point pattern. So before the entry point pattern, let me first of all show you something here. If I uncheck this, you can actually see these are the different strategies we have on the RI traders that you can actually configure your robot to analyze the market. For example, these are node robot. If I check use percentage, you can actually see what I have already said. If percentage of odd is greater than 50% in the last 50 sticks, so that's the first condition that this robot will check, that the odd market must be more than 50%, that is for the last 50 ticks. That's the first condition. The second condition that you'll check is what you call entry point pattern. You click here, and if you check like even that, like 2 consecutive even digits, the robot will execute a trade on odd. In case you normally use your entry point as even then odd, so that means this robot will be checking for even 2 consecutive even digits followed by an odd digit, then it will execute a trade on odd. So you can also be able to adjust your entry points and use your favorite entry points. In case there are those guys who will opt for 3 even digits, that is even like that. Someone else will opt for even then odd. Yeah, so the market will, first of all, the market has to meet this condition. It must be 50% and above. That is the odd market. Then the robot will try to spot this pattern, even followed by an odd digits, then it will execute the contracts on odd. So you just need to backtest your entry points, just in case you are using a different entry point from what I have set that is on this robot. You can actually be able to set up your own entry point. But personally, what I'm working on and what I find best and working for me is 2 even digits, then execute a contract on odd. But in case you have something else different, you just need to type your entry point here. So for example, this is even someone else will say will actually want to have an odd, then probably even. So you just need to type those entry points here. E represents even, O represent odd. So just type that pattern. Something else will opt for even then 4. So you can also be able to combine even and also the digits themselves. So it will wait for even consecutive. These are consecutive digits. Even the first digit is even, second one is even, then followed by digit 4 to be specific. You can also use this as your entry point just in case. That is what you always do. So anything you normally do as you wait for those entry point manually, when you are making those entries, you can actually be able to set it up here automatically. Yeah. So that's how simply you can actually be able to do it. Something else that you can use what you call use entry points. For example, use LDP. You can click here. If there are 3 digits matches, let's say even, yeah, if there are 3 digits are even, so it will check for this condition. First of all, odd should be more than 50%. The second condition, if there are 3 digits are even, then it will execute a contract on odd. Yeah, so it's that simple. In case you want 2 even digits, it will check for if there are 2 even digits, if the last 2 even digits if there are 2 even digits, if there are 2 digits are even, it will execute on odd. But first of all, it has to meet this condition. So I was just explaining this just in case you want to use this robot, but you want to use a different entry point from what I'm actually using. So you can actually be able to have different entry points. That is in that case, and you can actually see the performance behind. This is actually an amazing performance. Yeah, everything is very cool. So that's how we did it. That's even odd market. It's fully automated. So we were actually trading with this robot here. That is the Airite odd racer. Then something else, also make sure you join my community to that is my Telegram community. Just click here, this icon here, and you can actually see we have Telegram icon here to join my Telegram channel. Also join my WhatsApp channel. We'll also be holding some classes because I want to give details on how you can actually be able to trade with this robot. Something else you can actually do, for example, if you set up your own configuration, you can also be able to save that file that is in your PC. Just click there and save. In case you want to use it, the file that you just saved, you just need to click upload, then just load the robot, and you can actually hear it easier. Just in case you are a place like this one here, you just need to click the Airite AI bot builder, then click upload, then roll the robot. Okay, so some of these robots I am creating, I will not be putting them up that is on the Airite traders speedbot, because those robots might be so many, because I'm creating different robots, just trying to make this market better. So some of them I'll be sharing on Telegram, so you need to download and come and upload here and backtest them. On Airite speedbots, I'll only be uploading that is the popular robots that are being used by majority of the people. Otherwise, all those are other robots that I will be creating, I will be uploading them on Telegram. So make sure you join my Telegram community. So that's all. Goodbye.